welcome back to my channel, or if you are new, welcome. In today's video, I'm showing you how to get this matte full coverage makeup look, matte eye, matte face, so everything is matte. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please let me know what you think in the comments below, and yeah, let's get started. Okay guys, so what I'm going to do first to start this look is just go in with my Hourglass concealer, and I'm just going to apply this on my eyelids just so we have an even base. So today we're definitely doing more of like a matte eye, and I never really do matte eyes, so I figured let's just do one. It's Saturday, so I feel like putting on a bit of makeup today. So I'm just taking my beauty blender and blending out the concealer on my eyelid. Now I did get my lash extensions refilled. It's been a long time, but I just felt like getting them done, so I'm just trying to be really gentle when I'm blending out this concealer. Okay, after we applied our concealer, I'm just taking a small eyeshadow brush that has a bit of loose powder. This is the Stellar powder, and I'm just pressing this lightly on the eyelids so our concealer sets and that there is no creasing with the eyeshadow. I just like a very smooth and even base. So yeah, just lightly press that into your eyelid. And for today's look, I am using the Sultry palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills. Now, I've used this in a couple of my videos, but I like reusing my palettes just because I find with this palette you can do so many very beautiful looks with it. So today we're only going to be using, let's say, 4 colors from the palette, so all the matte colors. So to start, what I'm going to do is take that color Birch, and that's going to kind of be our transition crease shade. And I'm just looking for a fluffy blending brush. Yeah, so take something that's a little bit fluffy and tapered as well. And I'm just putting some on my brush and slowly working this into the crease. Now, I know I've said this before, but these are so pigmented. So what I like to really do, if you find you have like a heavy hand with eyeshadow, just put your fingers more towards the end of the brush, and that will just automatically let you kind of hold the brush a little lighter, so you're not using so much force. So you're just naturally diffusing that shade very softly. Okay, so after we have applied the Birch, what I'm going to do next is go in with the Twig color, and I'm just taking this on a Morphe M514, and this is a very small tapered brush. So I'm just going to put some of that Twig on my brush and really focus this color because it is a little bit deeper. So we're just going to really focus this on the outer corner of our eye. Kind of bring it in halfway, but not all the way. And that's just going to give us a little bit more dimension. So just strictly keep this color on the outer end, and you can blend a little bit of it in the crease. I love these colors, they're so matte. So matte, so pretty, but the shimmer ones are really nice too. And I got my nails done, so I'm happy about that as well. Some of our regions have reopened in Ontario, so I'm so relieved. I actually went to the store yesterday, and I went to Winners, and let's just say there was a lot of people. So why do I go to Winners? I love getting beauty sponges at Winners, or like those face hair removal dermaplaning tools are really good to find there. But you gotta look, because people go crazy for anything beauty in Winners, because half the time it's like stuff from Sephora. It's like high-end makeup, but it's either that it's like discontinued, or I think it's that it's close to expiring, but yeah. So what I'm doing, sorry I didn't mention what I'm doing. So what I'm doing is I'm just taking that bigger blending brush again and just kind of really making sure that these 2 colors are blended together. Okay, so after we've blended those 2 colors together, what I'm going to do next is go in with the color Fresh. So this shade is like a matte light color. So I'm just taking that on a flat eyeshadow brush. And what I'm gonna do is put this on my eyelid, and I'm just kind of gonna press the color on, and we're gonna take it kind of halfway. So we're not gonna cover that darker shade that we did, the twig. We just kind of want to create that like gradients between the shadows. And I find that when you press the shadows in, sorry, I got interrupted. I find when you press the shadows into your skin, you get more pigment, especially when you're trying to get a very pigmented like eyelid color. Does that make sense? So I'm just kind of taking this close to the crease and going back and forth, just because I want it to be, I really want it to stand out, this eye look, so I just kind of like going back and forth with the colors. And that concealer base that we did really did even out the eyelid, so I find that gave like a nice touch as well. I think when you have an even base with the concealer, it makes it go on a lot smoother as well. Okay, so what we're gonna do next for the eye is take the color Dystopian. So it's just this kind of warm chocolatey brown shade, and I'm gonna take that on a flat tiny smudger brush. And what I'm gonna do with this is actually put it on my brush. I'm just wiping some excess off, and I'm taking a tissue, and I'm just using this as a guide because I feel like I don't have a steady hand today. I drank too much coffee. And we're gonna kind of create a small wing with this. You can use tape as well. I find that tape just like pulls on the skin. So I'm just gonna use that as a base. So you should get something like this, but I'm gonna clean it up with concealer after. So once you kind of get the wing, I'm just gonna make it a little thicker by adding a bit more from the base and the top. And I'm gonna take that color and I'm gonna put it across the whole eyelid. I like doing this because it makes our lashes look thicker. And yeah, I just like doing that. So just do that on both sides of your eyes. What I'm gonna do now is just take some concealer on the back of my hand, and taking a concealer brush, I'm just slowly cleaning up that wing that we did, just so it's sharp. I really like a nice sharp wing. So just blend that out. Do it on the other side as well. Okay, so after cleaning up both wings with concealer, I'm just gonna quickly go off camera and fill in my eyebrows, and I will be right back and we will finish the makeup look. Okay, so I just did my eyebrows off camera. What I'm gonna do next is go in with my Rare Beauty foundation. This is like the foundation I've been loving right now. This is a nice kind of full coverage. I kind of wanted to do a fuller coverage look today, so I feel like I'm gonna be applying more than usual. So yeah, I just like to apply this all over my face. And wow, that's a lot. That's a lot more than I'm used to, but it's okay. Take your beauty blender or a beauty sponge and just press this into the skin. So when you press the foundation in, you're gonna be getting more coverage. Okay, after a foundation, what I'm gonna do is go in with my Hourglass concealer that we used in the beginning. And I used the color Cotton, I should have said. And for Rare Beauty, I didn't even say what color I used. I used 180W. So I'm gonna just take some of this and put that in the corner of my eye and just on the outer corner, just so we can kind of highlight and brighten a little bit a little on the forehead, some on the nose, and the chin area. So after you apply, just use your beauty sponge or blender to blend out the product. Okay, so after concealer, I'm just taking my Nude Sticks Bondi Bay bronzer and putting some near the temples, putting some near the top of my head, near the cheekbones. I literally just dropped this bronzer, so I got my whole shirt dirty, and that's why I already had some on. But yeah, just take your beauty blender and blend out this product. Okay, so what I'm doing next is taking some powder on my beauty blender. So loose powder, and I'm just gonna kind of sculpt under the cheeks just so I kind of get that nice chiseled look. Yeah, so what you're gonna do is just, oh my god, this powder is so messy, I'm spilling it everywhere. Just put some on the sponge like this, like press it in, and then start pressing it into the cheek. And I literally have a towel here because this powder goes everywhere and it's so messy, but it's so good. So yeah, I just kind of take a little bit. I don't put too much. So I like to kind of bake that area. I don't necessarily bake under my eye just because I'm so dry. But what I will do is just take a flat brush and put some of that powder on the brush. And I'm just gonna quickly set that concealer under my eye. So I just kind of like pressing very gently and lightly so that I don't get any creasing. Okay, so while that's baking, what I'm gonna do is go back to the eyes. So I'm gonna take a smaller tapered blending brush. Then I'm just gonna take some of the color Twig and put this right under my eye so we get a little bit of a smokiness for the eye and everything just looks really connected. I love using shadow on the under eye. I think it really completes the look. So yeah, just go back and again, use a very light hand with it because it is a dark color and we don't want to look like we have raccoon eyes. That's what we want to stay away from. So yeah, just use a very light hand and apply this right under the lash line. And I'm also going to take some of that dystopian color on the same brush and put that on the very outer corner. I'm not bringing that color in all the way, right under the lash line. So ever so slightly. Okay, next I'm just gonna take my Hourglass Caution Mascara. Now since I have eyelash extensions, I'm not gonna be putting any mascara on my actual eyelashes, and I just got them done, so usually I do put a little bit, but since they're so fresh, I won't. So I'm just taking this and putting some right on my bottom lashes. Okay, what I'm gonna do next is just wipe away that powder and I'm gonna go back in with bronzer. I think that looks nice. So I'm gonna take my Hoola bronzer from Benefit, this guy over here, and I'm just putting that on an angled brush and really just kind of very lightly going over that cream bronzer just to kind of intensify the look a little bit. Okay, so what we're gonna do next is blush. So for blush, I'm using this palette from MAC. So it was part of their holiday collection. It's called Star Dipped Face Compact in Light. And I'm just, sorry, the color, this one keeps falling out. So I'm just gonna mix these two blush colors and I'm just gonna lightly press that on my cheeks. And I kind of just like tapping this right on top of that bronzer. Again, using that very, very light hand, just so we don't move that makeup that we just put on. Okay, so next we're gonna move on to lips. For lips, I'm using this Maybelline Super Stay Crayon. I think this is in the color Lead the Way. I'll link the color below because my color got smudged off, so I don't know what it is, but I've used it before in my other video, so I will link the color. And I'm actually gonna line my lips with this, and then I'm gonna use another color for the actual lip. So I'm just using a very light hand, lining my lips. For the lip color, I'm going to use Nudestix Belle. So this is like a nice kind of neutral color. This is their Intense Matte, but it's like a comfort matte, so it's really nice. And I'm putting that on the lip. So I love this lip combo. It's so nice. It's like that nice kind of pop of color. Okay guys, and this is the final makeup look. I think it turned out pretty good. I like the way the eyeshadow is sitting. It's very smoky, very natural, but very matte, which is what I was really going for. So if you guys do recreate this look, please let me know. I would love to see. And that's all I have for you guys for this video. I will be uploading, I'm trying to upload 2 more videos this week for you guys. And yeah, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you all soon. Bye.